and raised in Vietnam, when studying another language was only a choice, not a must, I didn't bother for a second at all, until I was forced to do it in middle school. But however, I was always skeptical about the idea of studying another language, and asking myself, why do I have to do this? But now, after 6 years studying English, I can finally answer my question. So last year, I became an exchange student, staying with an Indian American family and attended a private high school in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I've never lived outside of my hometown before, so naturally I was scared thinking about saying goodbye to all my friends and folks to take their flight to the other side of the ocean. But now, looking back on my journey, I am astounded to see how much I've changed and grown. So I learned how to be self-responsible, managing my own schedule, buying my own stuff, and doing my own laundry. I learned how to embrace the cultural diversity and be open about my identity. I learned how to get along with different people from different backgrounds, whether they're black or white, Asian or Hispanic. Only after a few months, I've got a handful of good friends whom I would consider to be my lifetime mates. So I got a chance to act as an ambassador of my country and show my American fellow how beautiful Vietnam is. I taught them Vietnamese, and together we made the best pho ever. And I stepped out of my shell and got involved. I saw myself doing so many things that I thought I couldn't. I could barely run 2 miles before, so even in my wildest dream, I could never imagine that one day I would be on a track team and pursue my love of running to the varsity level. And I learned how to be thankful for every single aspect of my life. So back then, I've got plenty of chances to giving back to the community by teaching English to the refugee kids at the local church and serving festive dinner for the homeless population. And these opportunities helped me grow a deeper appreciation of the life that I live and deem to be normal. But honestly, compared to many other people around the world, it is perfect. And I learned how to be confident and believe in myself. I used to be so shy. But today, I'm standing here and talking to such a large group of people. And I realize that every experience in my life, whether it is positive or negative, will bring me one step forward. There's no step back. I learn from my experience, and I learn from my mistakes. And it is worth more than doing everything in the right way and just locking yourself out and staying in your comfort zone. So learning another language for me is so much more than just learning how to communicate. It opens my eye to different worlds, open my mind to different ideas, and open my life to new family and friends. And the most important, open the door to opportunities. So languages education has widened my worldview in a way that will prepare me for my future journey into the borderless world that awaits me. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, I have a question. So you were, of course, thank you first and foremost for a very good presentation. You mentioned that you've been abroad on an exchange year, and that experience propelled your curiosity for learning another language. What would your recommendation be for the ones who haven't had opportunity to go overseas just yet? How would you inspire them to learn a language without having that exposure that you had?
So I think that even in this city, in Vietnam, you met so many people from different countries. It's maybe a friend of you or a friend of a friend of you, people from the US, people from Europe or Korea or Japan. So there's so many people. And if you want to to know more about them. You want to get along well with them. You want to work with them. You want to live with them. You have to know at least the basic of their language. So I think that is my recommendation for those who haven't got a chance to go overseas, to propel the curiosity to learning another language. Because the world is so much more than what you've seen and heard. It is so much more than what you've seen and heard. And from that, you can learn so many different aspects of yourself that you cannot see if you stay in just one place.
Okay, thank you very much.